Hey, good morning. Welcome back to The Good Stuff, where we look at the Bible and then just try to live it out in our lives. This morning we are checking out Hebrews 11:1, which says, "Now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance of what we do not see." Faith is really at the center of our relationship with Jesus Christ, that we can't have a relationship with Jesus if we don't have faith in him. But what does faith really mean? How do we understand that word or that concept? This morning I just want to give us a simple little illustration. It's one that's very common, that has probably been used before, but it really makes a lot of truth. Consider a chair. You may say, I believe in a chair. I have faith in a chair. But until you actually sit in the chair, you haven't demonstrated that you have faith in that. Or maybe a better summer illustration. Suppose you're at a pond and there's a rope swing out over it. And maybe you've even watched other people go on it. Maybe you felt it or watched it or looked at it. But listen, until you grab a hold of that rope swing, jump off that pole and swing across the water to splash into the deep side, you haven't demonstrated that you have a faith in that rope swing. You've only said, yeah, I recognize there's a rope swing. I've seen others believe in that rope swing, but there's a difference between seeing someone else and making the plunge yourself. I think that's the way that faith really works, that we can kind of believe that there is a Jesus, but then we have to demonstrate at some point that we have a faith in Jesus. At some point we have to sit in the chair. At some point we have to grab a hold of the swing. And at some point in our lives, if we're going to say we have faith in Jesus, we've got to trust him fully with it. This morning, I just simply invite you to the good stuff, to stop just looking at Jesus or believing in a Jesus, but instead to truly have a faith in him, to have a confidence and an assurance, even though we can't see him, but to say, I'm gonna swing my life on Jesus. I'm gonna sit down and trust in his presence and his peace, because that is the good stuff, y'all. Let's have some faith today. Wishing you nothing but the best. Have a super awesome, amazing day. Love y'all. Peace out. Deuces.